There was a reason for this life. For some scientists, with all love and respect, whatever their certificates and qualifications are, but for some scientists so educated in their field to come and say there is no God, this is the ultimate ignorance. Nonsense. You're telling me all this came just like that? Excuse me? If I say to you that the Oxford Dictionary came in this perfection and complexity because there was an explosion in the printing press, you would laugh at it. How can this Oxford Dictionary come in this perfection and complexity because something exploded in the printer? When you look at the Oxford Dictionary, straight away you say there is a mind, an intelligent mind behind this Oxford Dictionary. There's a brain that put it together. Then how much more? A brain that put it together. Then how much more, when I look at the universe in its totality, isn't there a mighty mind behind this complex, perfect universe? And they say, no, there was a big bang 14.5 billion years ago. Were you there or your auntie was there 14 billion years ago? What a nonsense. Nonsense. Son, don't eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil is to feed your soul. The problem lies in the soul. But without a soul, I can't be a human being. I'll tell you why. This is what the Bible teaches us all. God always works in the impossible. God will never work in the possible. When everything is possible, He'll leave you do it. When it's impossible, He will never ask you to do it because He knows you cannot. I'll give you an example biblically. When the Lord Jesus came to the tomb of Lazarus, the one who died and he was dead for 4 days. Where do you see that? In the Gospel of John chapter 11. Gospel of John chapter 11, the word goes out to the Lord. They say, the one you love is not feeling well, is kind of sick. He said, no, he's all right. He's just asleep. Jesus was talking about death, being asleep. So anyway, he goes back after 4 days. Lazarus was in the grave, meaning 100% dead. The blood is dead. The veins are dead. Everything is rotting away. Everything is gone. There's no way to come back. The Lord Jesus, look at this. He says to the disciples, move the rock from the face of the tomb. And the disciples go and they move the rock. And then the Lord Jesus stands before the tomb and He says, Lazarus, come forth. Lazarus is dead 4 days. Clinically speaking, when the blood dies and clots, you can't bring it back to life. Finito. Gone. No more. Now, he is dead 4 days. Not 4 minutes, 4 days. The Lord Jesus with one word. Lazarus, come forth. The dead blood, the dead cells, the dead veins, the rotting body, everything is made whole on the spot. And he is bandaged up, by the way. They used to tie him up all. So even if he wasn't dead, he would have suffocated with the cloths that he was tied up with. So he rises all tied up. He can't even bend his knees. He's tied up so tight. He rises with one word. My question is, Lord, which one was easier? To remove the rock or to raise the dead with one word? I mean, if you raise the dead with one word, couldn't you move the rock with one word? He says, of course, moving the rock is a lot easier. But you know what? Moving the rock, you can do. Raising the dead, I can, you cannot do. So when you can do, I will not interfere. But when you cannot do, I will never ask you to interfere. I'll do it. You need to trust in me.